BRB. Right. Oh, right, what's up with my stream? Oh, it's working. So let me check my screen for a moment. Testing. Oh. Oops. Thanks. Just unplug the monitor on the strip. Just checking the I'm still working. Right. Looks good. I wonder if I can change the message size, but can't change the. I need to change the padding size around the message. What I don't like about this view is I mean, it's nice and compact, but every time I float the mouse over it, it like moves, and that drives me nuts. It doesn't drive me nuts, it's just moderately constantly irritating. Anyway. Whatever is that? No, could I just guess where the resize border is? Looks weird. Anyway. Okay. Let's get on with it. Okay, so I built some new installers, but unfortunately these damn installers have gotten quite big now. Now that, you know, the new Visual Studio 2017 based installer with the new set 3, it's becoming quite bloated. The installer is compressed 70 meg now. The same keyboard feels like, oh no, it doesn't feel clean. Holy cow, look how full my D is. I better do something about that. But there should be lots of stuff I can easily delete. Like all my worthless live streams. Just kidding, just kidding. Not on that drive. I'm told one should avoid self-deprecating humor. It's not, it's supposed to be not healthy for one's, I don't know, success. Still, that's funny. Anyway, right, so news build TO81, 2081. We're going to install that here. Just test it works locally. What's that? International viewers probably don't know what FTSAC means. Means welcome, welcome. It's a delightful Afrikaans expression meaning you are most welcome. No, it's not. Yeah. Oh wow, that looks horrendous. I don't know why. Damn it! I forgot to add that start page. So I added this new CSS. This probably shouldn't be in this folder, but anyway. Annoys me a bit later if we get fancy. I have to rebuild all those. That's live, stop screaming about it. Okay. There's a preview. I'm trying not to complain so much. It's also not healthy. It's just a waste of time, really. So that start page for PNG, basically I'm replacing it. Having the start page at CSS. It's not alphabetical anymore. Oh, it isn't anyway. We're not going to build old DOM anymore in this new line of the world. That we want in the map. Database. No, database, no. Alrighty, so I need to repeat that exercise again. And builds 282. This is literally the 2082nd build on our automated build system. There's too many more builds. Many more successful builds in future. It's actually quite exciting. Oh no, now what? What's wrong now? It must work. All I did was add. How can that not work? All I did was add. Literally, all I did was add start page.css to the tmake files. So much for a successful build. That is really weird. It can't be because this is open, surely. Let's look at the error log and see if there's a queue in there. Error. Link. Cannot open. Oh, that. Failed to link WXXX. This operation should only take place on the UE thread. That is weird, I've never seen such a thing before. I'm just going to try again, I bet it just solves itself. I'm just going to Google it quickly. Visual Studio. I've never seen this error before. I have a feeling, I don't know, either I must close the Visual Studios that are open, maybe they're interfering somehow, or it was just one of those, nothing is random in software, nothing. It only seems random when you don't understand something well enough. Back in the days when Windows was really unstable, Windows 95. Some people used to buy lucky charms to put next to their computer to try to prevent Windows from crashing, because it just seemed to crash randomly. Applications, Windows, just seemed like random crashes. And so superstitious human beings would buy and sell lucky charms, put it next to their computer and hope Windows doesn't crash. But of course, as random as those crashes might seem, none of them, they're not random, they just aren't. Like a truly random crash or error on a computer would be something like, not random, but like if a burst of cosmic rays from outer space comes through the atmosphere and happens to, fry or hit your CPU or your memory at just a certain moment that knocks some calculation out or some bits of memory. Yeah, okay, that's maybe random. But that's not random per se, that's in the sense of truly non-deterministic. But it's not due to some bug in a DLL somewhere, or it's not due to the CPU being in 16-bit mode instead of protected mode, which is the real cause of all those Windows crashes. I'm hoping if I just close Visual Studio here that I just want to see if there's some phantom Visual Studios dev-ins open as well. Yeah, my advice on that would be, why can't I chat? Depends. As always, the answer is it depends. Hello, resize the window, please. What's going on? I can't resize this window. Geez, I can't even. I can't read that. Hold on. Put it back, dark background there. Okay. Move. Alt space. Up, 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 up. Right. I'm just gonna move that up. It bends. The I mean, I'm just giving you. I say, well, I'm usually fairly on a budget. You know, if you have a bit of money to spend, don't stress and just get something that's nice enough. You know, if you really every penny counts, then but it's like it depends on if you don't get a proper GPU, then you're going to be using, and you also have to be careful because the way these laptops, some of these laptops they don't use the GPU all the time. Like this laptop has both a integrated it has both integrated Intel on the i7. What is going on? Why can't I? Oh, there it is. It's got the, what do you call it? I forget the name. It's a Intel HD 630, and then it's got an integrated GeForce GTX 1050. But now I can't. Unfortunately, I wish I could. Unfortunately, I can't select that to just be. I can't just turn off the Intel HD and so only use this. I wish I could. So you have so for all this normal Windows stuff, it's mostly using the Intel integrated. But I mean, for stuff like this, it's more than fast enough. But if the CPU doesn't have a decent integrated GPU, then get a decent. The bottom line is, look at the integrated. Yeah, what I would basically do. Yeah. If you're, of course, if you want to play games, yeah, if you want to play games, then the integrated graphics won't be good enough. Yeah. Yeah, so it depends on your budget. Like if your budget's really tight, you know, and you really don't have pennies to spare for a GPU, then yeah, I would, I don't know, it's, then I would try get at least a CPU that has a good enough integrated GPU that you're not gonna, you know, it's not gonna feel horribly slow all day long, even to do basic web development. Like I remember working on laptops that have integrated graphics that's all slow and pokey, and even like the alt tab, and you can almost, I'm very sensitive to it. Like, you know, I want to alt tab and boom, it's instant. And a little bit of delay, it's, I can feel that, and it sort of wears on your morale. I don't know how, wears on your morale. I mean, I don't know how to put it. It sounds spoiled, but that's it. It's true. Anyway, but like, you know, this most the i7 integrated GPUs these days are quite decent, but I would definitely look at benchmarks just to be. Yeah, you can forget about gaming with them though. You're not gonna run any games with the. I don't even care what a gaming without a dev. No, I don't think. Let's see what they say. I don't know. Just for interest, I'm curious what they say, because yeah. If you can afford it in your budget, then you might as well get one. You know, more proper GPU. You can, by the way, you know, it's not totally true what I said. There's this weird system. Where do I select it? In the NVIDIA control panel. I think it's weird. And it's, I don't exactly 100% know how it works, but manage 3D settings. Preferred graphics processor, right? And I can set that. The one thing that does bother me is I have trillions of windows open, and sometimes often pressing Windows key tab to see them all feels slow, and it's painfully slow. And the problem is I use it all day long. That's why it's annoying. And I wish, but now it felt fast. That felt fast. I'm not sure why it's fast now, but yeah. Manage 3D settings. You can say preferred graphics processor, high performance NVIDIA processor, and then you can also select somewhere on a per program settings. So what I've done is I've tried to set as many programs as possible to use but not all of them you can set. So I've tried to set as many possible of the programs I use on a day-to-day basis to select the preferred graphics processor. That's about the best I can do on this system, short of being able to just disable. I thought I would be able to just when I bought it, I thought I'd be able to just disable the stupid integrated one, because like, why would you need a? Because like I'm not worried about saving a little bit of power. I would rather have my Windows key tab be instantaneous all day long and use a little bit more electricity. But unfortunately, yeah, that's the only thing that irritates me on this laptop, actually. Literally, the only thing is that this Windows key tab, I want it to be instant, and it's not. And with, and I think it's because of this, it somehow probably has to use the integrated GPU for that. I really thought, when I bought it, I thought the logical thing is that you would just be able to disable the integrated one, turn it off. I thought I would be able to go in the BIOS and say, turn off the integrated graphics and only use the NVIDIA. Like, I thought, and that's what I wanted to do. But unfortunately, the laptop isn't designed that way. I don't know how common that is. I don't know if that's typical or not typical. But like, you're not going to have as many windows open as me. Like, I doubt it. That's only one of mine. And then there's another 30 odd on the other screen. Like, you won't even have the RAM to open so many windows. Anyway, I mean, I've got 24 gig RAM, so that's yeah. If this is in your budget, then I would definitely get something like this with integrated GPU if you can afford this. This looks like a great system, right? NVMe SSD. That looks like a really nice stack. My what do you call it? PCI. Yeah, this you'll be able to play games with even. This will perform really nicely. I wish, yeah, that the only other thing, yeah, check that the arrow keys have a sensible layout. Yeah, that's my only other bit of advice for buying laptops. And backlit keyboard is handy if you sit in bed or whatever and it's dark, or on a plane when the lights are out. Uh, 17-inch. Yeah, this looks like actually a really nice. I don't know the brand. What is this? CUK. I don't know this brand. The ratings look quite good as well, which is a good sign. You probably won't get good brush. i7-8750H. I don't know the CPU. Yeah. That is more than I paid for this laptop, by the way. Not a huge amount more. It's, yeah. I've got this CPU, the one on the right. Cool. I don't know this one on the left. I just want to have a quick look. Speed rank. It's well ranked. Yeah, definitely. That's 6 cores, 12 threads. Wow, that's really cool. Yeah. That's really making me. Now I'm getting a bit jealous because. Anyway, let me not. I've got a nice laptop. I don't want to. Yeah. This user benchmark puts it also very, you know. And it looks nice, you know. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know the brand, like so. Yeah. So it might not be very quiet with laptops like this. You know, the fan. If it gets busy, the fan kicks in, but that's normal. And yeah, the battery's probably us, I bet, but I don't know. Battery 86 watt-hour. What's my model again? I'll check what battery I have. I always forget the exact model number, damn it. I'm not a real developer because real developers know the model number of their laptop. That's I always feel embarrassed when I forget the model number of my hardware. I'm like, I'm not a real programmer. I've become a manager. I'm just kidding. But that's like a typical distinction. GL753VD. 753VD. I just want to check the battery. That'll be a really nice system. You can develop, yeah. I just want to check the battery specifications. 48 watt-hours. And this is, it will draw a bit more power, may draw a bit more power. 8 cell, 86 watt-hours. So it's got a bigger battery. So the battery life may actually be a little bit better than mine. But that doesn't say much. Yeah, I get, depending on what I'm doing, if I put it in, you know, if I play with if I go into power saving mode, I can, and keep the CPU low, I can maybe squeeze 2 to 3 hours, depending what I'm doing. Otherwise, it's usually between 1 and 2 hours. That's horrible battery life. Your battery life will probably be a little bit better because it's a bigger battery, but the hardware may draw a little bit more because it's a more powerful graphics card. The CPU might not, because it's a newer, it looks like a newer, I don't know, right, let's just check the CPU draw. So, you know, the CPU depends on the model and how, where's the power? Why can't we just Google it? Anyway, but yeah, it's, what else have we listed here? 45 watts, okay, what is mine? I don't know. I'm just, yeah, trying to get it. You'll probably get a little bit longer battery life, yeah, but, probably 50% longer, I would guess. Yeah, I wish I had 6 cores, man. The thing is, for C++ development, you rarely use every extra core. For the, you know, the specifically things like these builds that I'm trying to do now. Exactly, you know, literally it keeps every core busy. So it really, every extra core reduces the compile time non-negligibly. And I build all day long C++. But yeah, that's, I mean, a complex C++ application is not the same as web development. Web development is no compile time, really, maybe to speak of. But you can run things that are slow in web development. Like some database queries can take long, and if you're working with large databases. What do I want to check now? I don't remember. I don't think you can go wrong with that, just with that computer. I mean, how I would buy that. The ships within 2 to 3 weeks. That's a bit of a long. Oh, that's to South Africa. What? Oh, no, I don't know. That estimate could mean nothing. That's quite long. 2 to 3 weeks. That's a bit of a wait. But I don't know if that estimate is just a bad estimate because I'm sitting in South Africa. I don't know. Anyway. But, I mean, one does wait. I waited also a couple of weeks for this laptop because I have to, you know, they only have so many people to process all the orders, and each one is customized with different amounts of RAM and for different hard disk configurations. And yeah, no, that's a nice laptop. Definitely. I don't 17-inch screen. I mean, it's for most web development, that's overkill. It's overkill, but it's a nice system. You can do any kind of development on this. You can stream also development while if you want. You can have Photoshop and Blender and a couple of virtual machines open. So maybe in the US, I'll have a look at these again. I would like to move to the US, so maybe my first laptop that I buy in America will be one of those. I don't know. I have this bad feeling that I might have to restart Windows to fix this stupid error. I hope not. Let me check. This is proj.filters file. Yeah, that looks like a nice laptop. So, proj.filters. I don't see how this can be the problem, because I haven't done any subversion updates, and literally I built this afternoon. Like literally, you can scroll up, and like the last thing I did was a successful build. Before I started, there's a successful build. That was earlier today. Nothing has changed. I didn't change anything. All I did was add one file to. But let me check. What the hell? Let me check. What did they say? This is looking for missing close tag. Oh, really, I don't see anything wrong. What have I done? The computer was sleeping, that's all. And I woke it up. No, it wasn't even sleeping. It's just been sitting there. Maybe. I just close that and run a new. And let's do it for better world. Yeah, man, I jinxed it by saying it's going to be a successful build. That's what happened. I was so convinced it was going to be a successful build that I jinxed it by saying so. Programmers, superstitious bunch of people. It's hard not to be superstitious if you're a programmer, because things seem so random. But yeah, nothing is ever random. Nothing. Like, you can have a computer that runs perfectly for a year, except one day it crashes in one piece of software, and it's not random. There's a reason for it. Somewhere, something took a wrong turn in the software for some specific reason, and if you spent enough time debugging, you would find it. It's not cosmic rays, it's not it's more likely a race condition that's rarely encountered, or something like that, or I don't know. Anyway, let's see how far this thing gets. I did have a funny problem the other day where all I had to do, and it fixed it, was I closed this window and ran a new one. So that's why I'm now trying that again. The other day I did, had some problem with it building. Not the same, some other error. And all I did was close this window and run a new one. But what had happened there was, yeah, I don't know what happened there. But it fixed it, just doing that. And it seems to be fixing it again, strangely enough. Because it's building now. GL753VD. I'm sometimes having a problem that this laptop doesn't always wake from sleep. That's really annoying. I've had the problem before, but yeah, it can be really difficult to find problems like that. I've had I'm sure that hybrid sleep is disabled. I don't even know what hybrid sleep is. Sleep. Man, I don't have time to look at this. I've got to get that build done. Change battery settings. So this is basically the problem I'm having. Man, I don't have time to debug that. I must just shut down when I'm on the run. Right, so while that builds, I want to look at, maybe, yeah, no. File, start page. We can have a start page and it's just like a tab. Now, I was playing with the start page in TLex, and I'm thinking of also doing that, like making the start page something that's just like a tab that you can always have open. It's a little bit tricky, but not really, in a way. Anyway, next to PHP. Yeah, I agree. I don't know. I would never get. We have a Mac system, yeah, like we need one because our software must run on Mac. So, I mean, I need one for testing and development, but it's one thing to use one now and again for testing and development, and it's another thing to use one as your main system. I think I would go crazy if I had to. I would be like, um, that seems fair enough. Not going to port conveying our templates. We're not going to redistribute them. We're going to import convey template first one, yes. And client host port template again. one. That's a bit vague. Like, is that contradicts that, unless it's interpreted as being, as in the implicit words being also for distribution or redistribution over there. One, I don't know what they mean by port or convert, because anyway, whatever attribution. Okay, copyright. Good. You must attribute the work in the manner specified. Where can be used? Depending on how hectic this is, I'm not sure I want to do it. It's not unreasonable to ask, but default fit may be changed to. That's alright though, that's all it's template by templates. Let's check this template out. I don't really like it red. So let's see what that does as well in super responsive mode. Becomes and drop down. That's alright, that's quite neat. You know, it doesn't matter what I like. I've got a better idea than worrying about what I like. I want to do split testing and find out what customers like. That's it. You know, what I like doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. I've got tastes in websites that were developed in the in the previous century. So the only thing that really matters is a lot of times it's a bit weird for, I'm looking pages, link text. It's quite generic. It's a little bit bland. It's not magical, but it's, it's better than that. So this is not, I don't like this. It's better than this. It's better than what I have here. There's a few different things I have in mind here looking at this. Is to try to find a nice design that for client websites, but also for my own websites and our company website. And really, I want to get to the point where I want to recode the website to the point where I can easily drop in different looks and templates. That is quite nice. This color scheme, I don't know. Demo. This is really confusing. It's I think I must undo this opacity. Make it at least something like that. Okay. Right. When you hear the fan going, these builds are... See, this is where 6 cores would really come in handy. I mean, I've got 4 cores, 8 threads, and these builds, it's really... Okay, half of it's dedicated to Firefox, and then the other half is is just C++ compile threads. The really want to close some tabs and speed up the builds. Maybe I can just... What if I just lower the Firefox priority? Oh, it's multiple. It's a bit tricky because it's multiple. It's building an installer. It's also kind of generic, but I guess they're all supposed to be generic here. I wonder if these images are part of the template, or if you're supposed to get rid of these images. They look like stock images, and replace them with what? I don't know. These we can put some some of our users' logos, I guess. And I like the way the menu... I like what they do with the menu. That's... Although, will Google search see this? All these as links? I don't know if the search bot will navigate these. To be honest, I'm not sure. I'm not... I actually doubt it. That's important. Like, because like Outvantage.com currently is the indexing is based on the mobile version. So if anything invisible to the mobile version is not indexed, which is a little bit of a worry. Maybe I need to follow up on that. I only noticed it yesterday. Ew, that yellow is horrible. I do not like that. Firefox feels slow. It's probably because I lowered the CPU to priority low. No, I can feel it slow. No, that's the other thing. Are these pages gonna take like crazy CPU. Be careful. Like on it, yeah, it's quite high up. The website template and about performance. I don't want to drag in a template and suddenly the damn CPU using for Firefox is going through the roof. It's pretty odd. I mean, I guess if your company's in London, that's fine. Just leave it, and then companies or people will think we're based in London. That is a nice one. For some reason, I just like this one. I don't know what it is that I like about it. Must be this link text there. This is definitely not appropriate for a business page, but yeah, maybe it may be appropriate for tjoffrey.com. Not very responsive. It's not responsive. Maybe just the newer ones are. I don't know. I'm a bit nervous that collapsed menus might not be visible to Google search. The way the menus collapse in the responsive version. Maybe I'm just being paranoid. And drops. It's calling mixed. Mm-hmm. No menu or anything. Okay, let's test this. So that problem, I don't know, just closing the prompt window and reopening a new one seemed to fix it. Okay. Now this, when you test, so that was the missing start page.css is now fix these crappy looking styles. I need to stop the stream to upload this. I can't really upload and I mean just more